So, it was an interesting week, wasn't it? We've seen in England, and again, it's happening here in Ireland, we know straight away. Goffgate, Merriam Gate, OTE Gate, they have the state broadcast, that little party. We all know they have little parties. They seem to be obsessed with parties. Even though they say to us, you're not allowed to have, like Norman Foley, the Minister of Education in Ireland, basically said children are not allowed to have any birthday parties from now to Christmas because apparently COVID turns up at birthday parties, and it doesn't turn up in schools. But this is their thinking, this is their lunacy minds. But again, we see in the UK, this happened last year. It's only coming out now. They had a good party in Downing Street, the Prime Minister, along with the associates and everything like that. And this is the thing, I always said to you, that the politicians are laughing at us. They're laughing at us. They literally are laughing at us. And it was it was whoever linked that video of that high civil servant and advisor to the Prime Minister in England. And she's crying now because she got caught. If she came out and said beforehand, before the video came out, there was at a party and things like that, and apologised, maybe you could say, in fairness, she came out and said the truth, but she tried to hide it. Again, they wouldn't have said it unless that video came out. And particularly because she was laughing while saying it wasn't social distance and everything. And people, had to, not like, there's people even I seen in the news and online saying about their mother dying in hospital, they weren't allowed to go and see her to say final goodbyes. This was happening when they were having the little party in Downing Street. And this is the government that was saying to the hospitals and things like that, and even to people that wanted to go and visit each other at Christmas, that you couldn't go. And even people, would you believe, at the same time being prosecuted, being fined and things like that, being prosecuted for doing what they were doing, having a party at Christmas. And the Metropolitan Police don't want anything to do with it, don't want to even be near it. They investigate it. Again, it's cronyism, like it's beyond the highest level of just, do one to say as we do, and then we won't do what we say. Would you believe that? Like, they won't even do the thing. Like, would you believe it? It's not very much to ask. Like, if you say one thing and if you say it and you tell everybody else to do it, you think you could follow the same advice. But apparently, again, the rulers of this in the world don't care. They simply don't care, and particularly in this country. Like, there's parties every day of the week in Darlem. We all know it. In the Darbar has been open. They might say it wasn't open, but we all know it was open. We all know that, like, in this country, the politicians literally treat us like dirt. We're treated like second-class citizens, Irish citizens. Just because they don't like us, they simply hate the public. And again, it just shows you the utter contempt politicians have and civil servants, high civil servants, for the public. Again, you see now they are, laughing, more or less laughing that, we can do whatever we want, and, no consequences, no fear at all of any repercussions or anything, no fear. Like, literally nothing, all of them just laughing their way, and laughing at the public's expense, to be totally honest with you. Both in financial terms, because they had to pay for the party, and obviously paying for that fake press conference and all that, and paying their wages. And because, it affected their lives not having to have parties and things like that at Christmas. And again, and then obviously some of the Conservative Party laughing, joking about it too. In other videos too. Tells you all you need to know. But again, there must be a video somewhere in Ireland, as I say. There must be a video of somebody filming them a Goffgate, Seamus Wolf, the Supreme Court judge, which he still is a Supreme Court judge on the Supreme Court, that's supposed to be making sure everything's constitutionally bound. But apparently, again, it's to say the Constitution's gone fucking God knows where it's gone. But again, this is the thing. He was at the party along with OT, along with the next OT presenter, an ambassador, a minister, many members of the Seanad, and many politicians. You know, and as I always say, and somebody said in my comments once, and made a very good point, I can't remember who it was, but they said, would the politicians, and again, this is a very reasonable question the media should ask, again, the media won't ask, but if there was this extremely dangerous virus out there, would they put themselves at risk? Would Leo or Mihol go out and put themselves at risk? Would they risk their money? That's what I'm trying to say, because I think the money is their god, is their king. But would they put it at risk? Would they really, really do it? Like, there might be, because Boris is coming out and saying, everybody's going to die and everything like that. And then the next minute he's in Downing Street partying. Like, it doesn't make much sense, does it? But again, that's just me. It's a great country. That's all I say. Great country. It's a great country, don't you know? But let me know what you think. But again, we all know, we can all accept that the politicians just hold us utter in contempt. That they just couldn't give a fuck about the public. They say one thing to you, and then they do the other thing, which they said to you, the taxpayer, not to do. Well, who pays their wages? Again, this is the most hilarious part, because first of all, how dare they? Second of all, fuck them. That's just pure simple.